Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel.
Hi, this is Editing Me here. This video is really old. This has been shot a month ago on June 30th. So yeah, also I look mega busted in this. This is after work and I think I also got caught in the rain, so not a good look. Ew.
It's been a few days now since I unboxed the package by Bela Vista. I wanted to give you an update on what the plants are doing, and at the same time I would like to unbox another order that arrived. This is from Orchideen in Germany as well. And I have already mentioned that this order contains a potential solution for my low humidity issue in my flat. And it also contains a few supplies that I wanted to get for the orchids. So let's just have a quick look. Okay, so there we go. Invoice, don't care. Packaging stuff, we don't care either. Okay, I have some sticks here. I really needed those because I need to stick some of the orchids and this is gonna help me. Ouch. Okay, then next. This is a little Tolumnia. It's a Tolumnia Gyrac Rainbow Hybrid. I bought this for someone else. You know who you are. Oh, there are two. Okay, I might have ordered two. Well, maybe then there are two for this person, or one for me and one for this person, who shall remain unnamed. Then, this is actually the main reason for this order. This is Tillandsia osneoides, and so I think this would be called Spanish moss. I really wanted to get this because, first of all, it's going to really enhance, I think, the look of my orchid collection, and also I'm hoping that if I spray this with water, it will kind of retain some of the moisture and then release it over time. So let's see if that is actually going to work. Really excited about this.
Spoiler alert from Editing Me a month later. No, this doesn't work. But it looks good.
And then we have some pots here. So this is mainly for some of the Cattleyas that are getting a little out of hand. Actually, the only Cattleya I have that's getting out of hand is the community pot of my two Walkerianas. So I up-potted them, but I feel like now they're again kind of filling the pot up with the roots and everything, and then I know this is kind of a luxury problem, but yeah, I wanted to get one of those for the Walkeriana, and then I also got them for the import because, as I said, it's been free fertilizer. We love free fertilizer. So yeah, as I said, it's been a few days now ever since I unboxed this order from Bela Vista, and the way I try to take care of the plants, that you can see in the back here, is I soak them and then I let them dry over during the day. But I feel like this is a little too involved for me. It sounds like I'm so lazy, but you know, I'm not at home during the day. So I feel like if I have them lying around during the day, they dry out too much because the humidity in this flat goes below 20% during the day. But then also don't want to soak them all the time because then they rot. So I feel like I'm just going to do what my instinct tells me, and I kind of want to just put them on moss and just let them do their thing. So this is what I'm planning to do. And just a second. I already have some moss that I pre-wetted. So it's kind of, you know, the fluffy sphagnum moss. And yeah, let me just show you. This is kind of what we're left with roots-wise. So you can see I cut off the end here, but these are still kind of viable and they've just been soaked as well. So you can see there's still life in these roots, which I'm really happy about. This is, by the way, the Cattleya germanii rubra by rubra. But yeah, so others, for example, here this is a little back bulb division from the nobilior here. I feel like this one is going to make it it's very likely that this plant is going to make it because it still has quite a few roots left. As you can see, maybe I could snip this part off as well. You know what, while we're here, let's just cut this one off here on the side and this one too. And yeah, I feel like with this kind of root system, this is for sure going to make it. But then we have candidates like this where there's really nothing that remains and no surviving roots. So these I feel like might be a little more challenging to take care of. But right now my idea is just gonna put a little moss in here. Like very, very fluffy moss, and then just kind of, I don't know if you can see this, I hope you can, just place them on top here. So they kind of have some substrate to grow into, and then this is also where these stakes would come in. So the idea right now is, right, I have the plants, I just sit them on the moss, maybe secure them with the stake, and then I'm just gonna leave them, maybe like mist them daily so the moss stays humid and can hydrate them. But other than that, I'm just gonna be patient and wait what they feel like doing, you know what I mean? Then as soon as I see roots coming out, I will pot them up in my normal kind of moss bark mix. So yeah, that's just what I'm doing now, and hopefully I can come back in some time and tell you my success story of how these plants all made it. That would be so cool. Honestly, I'm really tempted to just pot this one up right away, this nobilior. I might just pot this one up, really, the roots are good enough. And I'll pot this little division with it. Right, I feel like this is kind of overkill to put this in here. So yeah. I don't know, they sent some small pots with this order. I don't know if I ordered them, I don't remember actually, but I can, like size-wise, this might actually work. At least for a little while. And then let me just get some bark. Okay, just have my bark here. Yeah, and I'll just pot this one up as usual. Just the layers of bark and moss. I really need the moss in my environment, to be honest. Without that, the plants just tend to dry out a lot. Especially with this bark. So I used to use bark from Schwerter-Orchideen, and then I just saw that Rölke, which is where this bark is from, they have quite a few types, and so I just started experimenting, and I really noticed that their bark has a completely different way of interacting with water, whereas the Schwerter bark seems to hold on to water a little better. The Rölke bark seems to really repel it, which I guess is what you would typically want from bark, but it's just not, oh, this is a cashew nut. But it's just not what I've been used to before. So it's a bit of a learning curve for me right now to deal with that bark from Rölke. But I'm really happy with it in combination with the moss, because you get kind of these spots in the pot that stay humid for longer, and then you have the other parts which just dry out pretty quickly. And I think this is what these plants are really used to in nature. So I guess that would be pretty close to their natural environment, which I guess in culture we're always trying to replicate that. And so yeah, I'll just give this one a stake as well, and I'm using the tags that they come with to help me secure the stakes. And then yeah, there you go, Nobilior, which one is this? It's the Nobilia rubra by Campion 90 Landin. I don't know what this means. I also don't remember if this is one of the ones that have a picture. If so, I will pop it up, but I feel like there wasn't an image of this one. But yeah, anyways, so this is actually the first Nobilior I've ever had. I've been really interested in getting one ever since Stephen Campion Lewis showed his on his channel, but I just never found one really in Europe readily available. I think there were some Cerulean varieties, but I was just never really drawn to those in particular, and these ones seemed really interesting. So yeah, let's see. I really like this compact growth and like the chubby glossy bulbs. It's really, really aesthetically pleasing to me. So yeah, let's see. Yeah, let's hope it's going to produce a new growth at some point. Okay, and then as far as the others are concerned, I'm just going to continue with these, place them on here, and then I'll get back to you. I really like the sphagnum moss as a medium for this because it retains a lot of moisture, but it's also very airy if you don't pack it. And apparently it also has some antifungal properties, so I'm really happy about that as well. I was considering to just treat the entire collection with antifungals just as a preventative measure. Not sure if I'm going to do that, to be honest. It's a bit worrying because I grow inside. I don't really have access to outdoors, like a balcony or anything, to really mist down the plants. And many of the fungicides are also not exactly healthy to humans, right? Because fungi are pretty close in a kind of evolutionary context to animals. So, I don't know. And these ones don't have roots, so I would definitely have to spray them, which then makes the fungicide, whatever you pronounce it, airborne. And then what if I breathe it in? You know, you have to kind of weigh the different sides. And right now I'm kind of at I'll treat them like while watering them just by kind of pouring water. But I don't want to treat them with aerosols. It's just not something I feel comfortable with in my home, especially because you see, the orchids are right there. I keep looking at them, and this is also my kitchen. So, yeah, I don't know. I feel like the separation isn't strict enough for me right now between kind of orchid growing and me growing. So yeah, I feel like if I had like a separate room where I can just close the door and then it's all good, that would be different. And I would probably do these treatments with aerosols because I can then just close the door and that's it. But here I just stay around for way too long, so yeah. Anyways, enough rambling, let's go on. So okay, I have this pot. Yeah, and these are some divisions that just fell off, but I'm not 100% sure what plant they belong to. So I don't know, if they make it, this would be a really interesting surprise then in a few years to see what they actually look like and what they are. So I'll just pop them in here. If they grow roots, I'll just have them with the other seedlings and we'll see what comes out. Here again, right, there's no root or anything, but there is some kind of growth here. This might be a new pseudobulb. It seems a little tiny for now, but let's see if it can make it. This one actually is another one with a pretty impressive root system. This is a little soft, but I don't want to cut off anything without knowing for sure. And then here, I'm a bit confused about what this is. Is this like a root tip that tried to grow but then died right away? I don't know, maybe. I hope you can see it. Yeah, if that's the case, I hope it will reactivate soon. I can't really... There might be another eye on this side for new growth. So yeah, let's see. This is the Lelia lobata, Orchid Leia lobata. So yeah, we'll see. This is the Varsovicii tipo. There's an eye here which might be swelling. I just removed the sheath to help any root that might want to come out to do so more effectively, but yeah, anyways. And then this one again, I just left these ones on because they seemed semi-solid and I don't want to cut anything off that might still contribute to hydration on the plant. This is the Labiata rubra by rubra. So yeah, let's see. Oh, there's still a little spot of dry moss. I'll just keep that to the side for now. Yeah, also I'm kind of running low on RO water. You know what? I might pot this one up as well. This is kind of ridiculous to put it in the sphagnum moss, the lobata. That's you know, whatever, you'll make it. Same for the labiata. It's, you know, this treatment is more for the plants that are actually struggling, not the ones that are just a little whiny. I feel like you can't really see what I'm doing, can you? Yeah, that's the issue. So when I film, I don't see what I'm filming if the phone that I use is on a tripod, right? So I just do what I do and hope it's in frame. Probably wasn't now, but whatever. Yeah, so this is the lobata. No, not the lobata. This is the Germanii semi-alba, and I'm just kind of hoping to fix it in here. And then these two are, honestly, again, these nobiliors. I'll just pot them up. These roots seem fine enough for me for now. These were even branching before. Let's hope it will continue, or they will continue rather. And yeah, this is the Varsovicii, as I said. I'll just plop that in here, and I'll probably put them not, so these kind of struggling ones, I won't put them under the grow lights quite yet because it gets pretty warm there, and I want to give them more intermediate conditions for now. Maybe since it's the middle of summer here in Germany, light levels are still pretty good. I don't need to necessarily supplement with light if I put them on a windowsill. So that's probably where I'll put them for now, and then yeah, I'll just mist them regularly, and then we'll see, you know, what they're going to do. Maybe I can actually move one of the plants from this one over, just so this one isn't so crowded. Because I guess if the pots are a bit too crowded, it's also not amazing for the plant. So yeah, let's just hope they make it. Comment down below if you think they will survive. If your answer is no, you're gonna be blocked and reported for cyberbullying. So yeah, tell me only that they're gonna be amazing and they'll bloom probably in winter this year. This is what I want to hear. Everything else is just unnecessary YouTube drama and hate, so let's not go there. I'm just rearranging these ones now because, you know, OCD. Okay, so then these ones, I'll just put them to the side here. Oh, and don't worry, these ones will also be potted up. I will probably just put them in some bark, maybe leave them in here unless I can easily, no, they come out pretty easily. So yeah, just some bark and that's it. Maybe that's why they sent these pots, who knows. Anyways, let's not get distracted here. Oh my god, what's happening? Focus! I don't really have that much pre-wetted moss anymore. Anyway, so this is then for the nobiliors. This is the Nobilior tocantinensis, which I've never heard before. Like, this name is just not something I am familiar with at all. If you've heard of this variety, please let me know, because even Googling it, nothing really came up. I have noticed that Bela Vista, they seem to have quite a few typos in their descriptions or names, so they will sometimes miss some letters, and maybe that's why Google can't pick it up, which is weird, because usually it kind of always knows what you're thinking. If you know more, then please let me know. This one is not quite as plump, and it's also, this is only one bulb this year, so I feel like this might be riding the struggle bus for quite some time. But for sure, I feel like these ones are going to be fine. So yeah, I should kind of, let me see if I have some more water. Yeah, the thing is, I really can't use my tap water here because that is, no exaggeration, like 600 parts per million salts, I guess mainly calcium carbonate, and that just kills orchids. Like, that's just insane. Okay, and then for these ones, I guess these pots would be nice. It's a bit much, eh? These pots are a bit big, but let's see, then they can stay in there for a while. This one seems to be a bit of a climber as well. Can you see this? So I guess I'm gonna try to plant it up like this. Just like the typical little bit of moss on the bottom. And I want to focus the moss really more around the plant directly. And hopefully the roots are going to grow well. And then I always do kind of a bark top layer, just because I don't like the moss. Like for these other plants I think it's fine, but I don't like the moss on top because it grows algae a lot and also it dries really quickly if it's just lying on top of bark, and then it gets crispy and I don't know, it's just a little weird. I don't like that. I hope you can see what I'm doing at all, to be honest. So yeah, I'm really not good with these kind of, oh, I'm just doing X, Y, Z with the plants videos, just because I haven't really figured out good setup for that yet. If you have any suggestions, let me know. Yeah, so far I'm just like looking at the camera, or like through the camera before filming, or like before setting everything up. And I'm just trying to kind of remember where the frame would be, but yeah, I don't know. So this is the lobata potted up. I feel like this is by far one of the best plants from this order, and let's hope here these roots are gonna reactivate. Maybe I can put a little bit of moss here, even though I just said it dries out really quickly, but I feel like maybe this little bit of additional humidity right there can promote some new roots to come out. And then this one, I feel like this is kind of on the verge. I guess these are, like, the tip here is definitely dead. Not sure what to do. This pot for sure is a little big for this one. Yeah, this is why I like more shallow pots, because I feel like this one is going to grow in this direction. And this shape of pot is just stupid. Like, who came up with these pots? Who does that? Ugh. Because then you have to use a ton of media, and it's so pointless because this plant is never going to need all of this. I mean, maybe once it has like a full root system, but right now I'm just like, ugh, no. I feel like editing me is going to be so annoyed with this because I keep looking into every direction and never the camera. And I just keep on blabbing about random stuff, and it's just like, do we have a point? I don't think we do. Yeah, you are annoying. What can I say? Okay, so now this is also potted up, the cutesy little labiata. And yeah, I'm sorry, Nina, for not sticking to your method. Don't sue me, it's all good. Okay, so this is kind of what we have right now. I just feel like having them sit in moss is going to be less work for me in my environment. Please, no lawsuits or anything. And yeah, thanks a lot for watching. Thanks a lot to everyone who comes and watches my videos regularly. Thanks a lot to my subscribers. We're over 80 subscribers right now. This is really cool. Oh my god, can you believe this? A month ago was 80 subscribers, now it's over 100. Everyone dislike this video, unsubscribe now. It's like a tiny channel, yes, but you know, every person means a lot to me, and I recognize everyone who keeps commenting really positive things. So yeah, thanks a lot. I'm again and again overwhelmed and overjoyed by just the positivity of the kind of online orchid community. And with that said, see you later, boom. Okay, this is what it looks like with the Spanish moss right now. the grow lights are kind of overshining everything right now. The camera can't handle it, but it's just hanging there in the middle, and I have a little piece here on the side as well, and I just want to use it as a local humidifier to just increase humidity in the grow area in general. And then the plan is to move this tray with the younger plants, or like more seedlings, and create more space for the new plants that arrived, so this isn't as crowded anymore, even though many of the new plants aren't even there yet. Yeah, this is kind of what we're working with here right now. And as you can see, this is the Epidendrum melanoporphyrium, and I think it really plumped up again. This new growth is really maturing really well, really nice. Yeah, there you go. These are kind of the younger plants, and the more, also the struggling plants kind of go into this tray as well. Which means that this Clea rex by Alorii should also go there. Yeah, it's a little shriveled, doesn't have any roots right now, but we're working on it. And so yeah, I really like this jungle atmosphere that the Spanish moss adds to the grow area. And yeah, as I said, I'll probably take cuttings of it and have it spread around a little more. Oh my god, the grow lights. Yeah, it's at night and it's kind of difficult to film with the grow lights because they're just so bright. Yeah, there you go. This Tulumnia, red corona, is in full bloom now. And you can see the flowers all have different colors now, kinda. But unfortunately, this little side branch dried up. Well, there might be a new growth there. Let's see what it does. Yay! And there's also a new flower on the Psychopsis that just opened. Very, very happy with this as well. So yeah, there you go. Turned into a quick update of the grow space as well. What can I say? Because it's like looking